friends, so today working on a 2012 Hyundai Accent, and I'm going to refresh, let's call it, the transmission fluid. Not doing a flush, not doing a full change necessarily, but I put in a new, it was passenger side CV axle. And when I pulled out the transmission side, it was bone dry, and it got me thinking. I've seen videos where you put a pan under there because you might lose a little bit, but that thing was bone dry. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way, so I got concerned on the level. And there is a port in the front here where you can check the level. Matter of fact, I did that, and I got the thing on jack stands pretty level, and fluid came just rushing out of there. So I guess I got plenty of fluid, and it was kind of brown, and not really, it's reddish brown, a little bit darker than brand new. And looking at the owner's manual, it says, you don't really have to change the fluid unless you want to, and if you do it at 60, then 120, depending upon your driving habits. So I don't know, I bought it maybe with 50,000, it's probably got 120. It's probably never been done. And so the fluid looks, from the mess I made on the driveway, not too bad. Doesn't really smell burnt. But so what I'm going to do, in the user's manual, I'll put the link. It's kind of hard to find a user's manual to this. I'll put a link for what I found. But anyway, in there it says use SP-IV, Roman number 4. And when I went to the Hyundai dealership, I got this like $26 quart of ATF SP4-M. I guess M means fully synthetic or something. That's what they use now. Look, the owner's manual says SP-IV. Of course, that was 12 years ago. And after a bunch of research, evidently, this is a good way to go. In the fine print in the back, it does say Hyundai SP-IV right there. Got to use a microscope, or you got to be young with good eyes to read that. So here's the plan. I'm going to jack the thing up, but I'm going to lower the back end because I know I got plenty of fluid because it just came pouring out of there. So I'm going to put the back end all the way low, open up. I already got the input on the top opened up, and I'm going to put the back end all the way down, open up the, level check port. Hopefully a bunch won't come flying out again. And then I'll start jacking it up until it starts to come out. And then I'll open up the drain plug on the bottom, drain out what I can, get the magnet, the debris off of the magnetized drain plug, put that back in, fill it up until it kind of starts to come out of the level check, put it all back together. I don't know if that might change maybe half the fluid. Some guys say, yeah, do that, drive it around for a couple days, do it again. I'm probably just going to do it once. Now that I have confidence that there's plenty in there, and let it go at that. Anyway, step number 1 is to take off this heat shield. Not heat shield, water splash shield. There's just real easy, 4 bolts, 8mm. And then this is the plug. I'll show you that here in a minute. It's plastic. Came out real easy. Just don't tighten it up too much when you put it back. And that's it. Let's get busy. Okay, just to show you where the fill place is, it's a little bit of a stretch. It's a hexagonal. You can't see that. All right. It's right there, but I already took out the, you just put in a 3/8 extension. Comes out real easy. Put it in easy. That's the fill point. Go underneath. Right, this is in front of the car. I took off the splash shield. That guy right there, you put a ratchet in that, turn it gently about 90 degrees, and that just pops out. And that's the plug right there, drain plug. So as you can see down here, I've got the car at an up angle. I'll tell you, when I opened this thing up, I couldn't believe how much fluid came gushing out of there yesterday. Anyway, gonna get a drip pan, open it up, and I'll be right back. Bye. Still got a fair amount coming out of there. How about that? Might even have to measure what comes out of there at that angle first. So I know that when it starts to come out, I should add even a little more, I guess. You know, it's color's not bad. Still pretty clear, even though it is a little darker. Absolutely darker than new, but and that drain plug, I didn't capture it coming out, but it's really just takes almost no torque, and then you just kind of put your hand on it and wiggle it back and forth and find the right spot, and it'll come right out. All right, well, I guess I will. I'm going to measure. I'm going to pour this into an empty quart container when it's done dripping, because I kind of want to put back what I take out. I'll add a couple ounces for the spill I had yesterday, and then we'll do the main drain plug. Excuse me. 24 millimeter or so, I'm told. Oh, that was just easy. There's really nothing holding that thing on. Okay. Probably get the rest of that with my fingers. Big bolt, but next to no torque. Well, what a mess this is going to make. Oh, there we go. Okay. Starts to drip. Okay. As I am. See how much crud's on that thing. Not too bad. Can't tell yet, really. Alright. Get a paper towel and see how much magnetic crud is on there. Moving around a little bit. I don't know. Looks a little dark. Glad I'm doing this, I guess. Alright, it's done draining, and you know that, what do you call that, a crinkle washer? That was kind of stuck on there. I had to give that a little tap, came right off. Put it on the old wire wheel, cleaned up that washer. But look at that, the magnetic thing. It's like, oh my god, it's like, still works, it's still a magnet. I tested it with a bolt, but I don't think it's supposed to be like that. I guess I'm going to put it back in and order one. Give me an excuse to reflush this, but it's, I mean, it's all pretty solid. I don't think it's going to fall apart, but I don't think it's supposed to be like that. Anyway, there's just a little bit of stuff on there that I got off with a paper towel. All right, we're going to put it back in and start filling. All right, so actually that funnel, because the place where that fill plug goes kind of forms a bigger opening. It did fit in there. So just putting a little bit at a time, and use a flashlight, make sure it all goes through, and I don't want to put a bunch in all at once and have it start gushing all over the ground. Already did that yesterday. Without opening the drain plug. Seems to be working. Nothing coming out yet. So, right, just as I was getting to the very bottom of this, I was a little worried if it was ever going to come out. And last little pour, I started hearing it go into the drain pan. So that's good. I'm going to go figure out how much is in the other drain pan and try and put the rest in with that quart of Hyundai, what it was called, SP4-M. All right, another another quick tip. You know, as I started to pour this in, I guess I was pouring it in too fast. All of a sudden I heard it draining down into the pan. Or just give it like a little small shot at a time, because once we put the level check plug back in, the air's got nowhere to go except for back up through the drain, the fill plug. Small shot at a time, and looks like I lost, this is what I recovered, a little over a quart was what came pouring out when I opened the drain. No, I mean the level check, sorry about that. Anyway, I guess I'm glad I did all this. At least I have peace of mind that I know that I've got plenty of fluid in there. You know, maybe I'll do this again, I don't know, in the spring. Order myself a new drain plug that's got the proper magnetic thing that's not all screwed up. Anyway, that's it. Hope it helped, and have a great day. So long.